Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to make a ramble video regarding the current state of Nintendo. Well, more so the Nintendo news, which I believe it's pretty much the calm before the Nintendo Switch 2 storm. So over the past we're currently mid-August right now, and we haven't heard anything about the Switch 2 since May. That one tweet in May. Obviously there's been speculation, rumors, quote unquote leaks, all stuff that you can take with a grain of salt, or stuff that's been, I guess, I ever played that game Telephone where you tell one person B something, and then by the time you get to person H or F, not the wrong, or H or Z or whatever, it's like something completely different. I digress. So currently, we haven't had any news since the Nintendo Direct, the June Nintendo Direct, regarding the second half of this year. So far, we've had the release of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. We've had the NES remake, and we're still missing Mario and Luigi Brotherhood, which I'm pretty hyped for. Also Super Mario Party Jamboree, which is another game I'm trying to keep my eye out for. I heard it's a return to form from like the GameCube and N64 days. But there's like a lot of stuff packed into there. I'm sure like they mentioned that there's gonna be over 110 minigames. To be honest, I think that's like all the minigames, including all the ones that are exclusive to like whatever extra modes that there's gonna be. But either way, I'm pretty excited. I truly hope that it is a return to form. Another addition I'd like to see back, I know I'm talking about Mario Party, but so another would be the costumes that they had in Mario Party 2, which, to be honest, it was pretty much exclusive to Mario Party 2, because I think it was pretty much that whole Nintendo 64 game was kind of like took place in a movie set, where there was Horrorland, Western Land, Space Land, Bowser Land, obviously. But yeah, something sad that we'll never get. But if any modders are listening to this, hopefully you guys can implement costumes into some Mario Party 3 ROM hack or something. I'd be really appreciative. So the state of Nintendo, it's been pretty quiet, and they came out a couple weeks ago with their quarterly fiscal earnings. And hello. So as I was mentioning before, the Nintendo quarterly report came out on August 2nd, or on August 11th right now, so it's probably like a week ago. So we're gonna open it up right now. So here they have like a breakdown of all their, I guess, different aspects and categories. Like top selling titles of all time has been updated. I'm pretty sure hasn't changed much. Mario Kart's probably still king. Dedicated video game sales unit, financial results, explanatory material with notes, probably like more detailed report, progress disclosure. And here, this is the one we're looking for. Earnings released 3 months ended June 2024. And here it is. I'm gonna control plus it to zoom in. And no, I do not want Adobe Pro. I don't use it enough here at home to warrant an account. So we can see here they have their operating profits, ordinary profits, profit attribute to owner parent, and net sales. So right now we're gonna focus more on the net sales, and it gives a comparison from, where's my cursor? It gives the comparison from last year's around the same quarter and this year. So second quarter, which covers March to the end of June. I'm sorry, April to the end of June. As we can see, there has been quite a dip. Whereas last year there was net sales of 341 yen. And this is probably adjusted for a decimal. So yeah, I was right. See here on the bottom it says comprehensively 3 months ended June 30th 2024, 446 million yen. So it's not this gonna go bankrupt if it was just the 341,000. And so there has been kind of quite a drop off, but you guys got to remember that last year we had things like Tears of the Kingdom, and the other thing we had was the Mario movie, which pushed units and pushed games. So for example, like I mentioned before, like this year has kind of been a quiet year. The upcoming games we have still Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, which a lot of people, I wouldn't say, obviously not as ambitious as Tears of the Kingdom, but a lot of people have, from what I've seen, that they are requesting a top-down Zelda. But yeah, I guess we can scroll down here a bit. Here, let me move my cursor to the correct place. This is more non-essential things. And I do believe that Nintendo is going to hit their goal of 150 million and surpass the PS2. And if another push that they're going to get this quarter, well, not this quarter, but this year, when they release Echoes of Wisdom, they're also coming out with a limited edition Switch Lite bundle. Well, not so much a bundle, but like just a prettier Switch Lite. I'll be honest, I haven't purchased any of those. Don't got the funding, but yeah. So let's see if we can pull anything else up here. What's this? Oh, cool. So yeah. So as you can tell, we're currently at 143.42 million units as of June 30th, 2024. We have surpassed the 3DS in hardware and software. We destroyed the Wii U pretty much like the first year. The Wii we surpassed, I think it was like 2 years ago. This is our biggest hurdle will be the original Nintendo DS. And it's their iterations, Nintendo DS, Nintendo DS Lite. But to be fair, we also have iterations where Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch second revision, where they put a more efficient chipset, and then the Switch OLED, and then the Switch Lite. Obviously, all the different pretty colored Switches as well, including the one that's coming out later this year with Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah. I've seen video I'm looking at the Nintendo GameCube sales. I was born in '94, but like N64, I do vaguely remember playing that a couple times here and there. Came out over here in the States, I think like in '97. So I was like 3 years old, but later on in life I did play it. I think it was like 10. But the one I more vividly remember growing up with was a Nintendo GameCube. And even to this day, that's looked back upon like a cult classic. It's just it didn't stand a chance against the PS2 and their CDs. Nintendo had to use their own proprietary CDs, where like those mini discs. They're like, yeah, we'll use discs, but we're gonna shrink them. And that kind of deferred people away, because with the PS2 you got an all-encompassing system where you can play movies and video games, and third-party support like was really rampant on the PS2 compared to the Nintendo GameCube. I was still a Nintendo kid growing up through and through. I still haven't owned a PS1, 2, 3. I did have a 4, but currently my systems are a PC and a Switch. During the hike of the console wars, the 360 and PS3 days, I was a 360 kid. Halo was my thing, but I always had my Wii with me. So for me, it was a 360 and the Wii. The Wii U, I did eventually pick up in 2016, I believe it was. It was after I started working as security guard. But to be honest, it kind of fell off pretty quickly because a year after, or maybe like 2 years after, the Switch came out. So I kind of dropped the Wii U pretty quickly and hard. I've owned a 3DS. I had it. Well, actually, I can't say what I did to it because it might incur the wrath of the Nintendo ninjas. Let's see what they say about unit sales. Oh. Yeah, so is this for the Nintendo Switch? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, what was the other one? Okay, so yeah, this works too. So as you guys can see, I think it's also thanks to the pandemic, everybody got into video games. We see it was like an anomaly where the hardware itself is good, so we can't just say it was based off of luck where the Nintendo Switch had that perfect setup, I guess you could say, the right timing, the right situation. It only costs people their jobs and livelihood for Nintendo to succeed, well, exponentially succeed. But as it's the case, as the hardware gets older, the sales start to decline, which is natural. Nintendo Switch software sales, which is shown by this yellow line, obviously eclipses the hardware because it's pretty common sense. For every Switch out there, there's probably at least like 5 games per Switch, so that's normal. So what's this? Nintendo Switch platforms. Ooh. Oh, it goes by the country, I guess. Japan, Europe. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong thing. So here in the Americas, the yellow, we've contributed quite a bit. Not so much myself. I've only purchased and owned my one and only day one Switch. But yeah, it's pretty cool to look at. Let's see what this does. Nintendo Switch Japan. Give me 1 second. So yeah, this video is pretty much just me rambling. This is my first time on this website. I'm pretty much just going along with you guys. I'll switch. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Oops. So I have my laptop open on the left side, is using it as a second monitor, and I have my regular laptop here staring down. I have the OBS program recording software. I do want to start streaming soon. Probably stream Bo and the staff. I forgot the name of the game. Or Risk of Rain 2. Like back in 2021, like I binged that game, and that was before I discovered mods. So yeah, I opened up a Twitch account, but I haven't really live streamed anything. So yeah, going back to financial highlights, let's see what that is. A bunch of fancy stuff. consolidated statements of income, consolidated balance sheet, cash flow, key figures. Yeah. So top selling title units. My guess, before I click on this, number 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 2, Super Smash Brothers? Maybe. Number 3, Mario Odyssey. Number 4, Breath of the Wild. Because I've heard Breath of the Wild has outsold Tears of the Kingdom, even though Tears of the Kingdom had more units available when it launched last year in May. And number 5, what would be my number 5? I'm gonna get this wrong, but so number 1, Mario Kart. Number 2, number 5, I'm gonna say Splatoon 2. Let's see. Number 1, got that. Oh, Animal Crossing. Goddamn, forgot. Yeah, I remember that, hearing that this was like one of the biggest games during the pandemic. Also, Animal Crossing. Like, the stars aligned for Nintendo that year. I'm telling you. Damn. I didn't get the order right, but I got 4 out of the 5 games. Can give myself a little shoulder tap. Let's see what else is here. Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I haven't played. Scarlet and Violet, which I haven't played. Super Mario Party, I did play it. I bought this, and it kind of, like I said, it felt like a bare bones kind of deal. I don't know, it's just like, maybe this is just me getting older and being nostalgic, but like the feel of it didn't, like, the boards felt like too plain. There was one board where like you were stuck in one, it was like a 4 island thing where like I think it was like a fruit island where you're pretty much stuck just going around the same 6 spaces repeatedly unless you landed on one like happening space, I think it was. But yeah, like that game, like it wasn't, it was okay. 6 out of 10. Wouldn't play again. I played with my nephew and nieces at one point, but even then, like, I don't know, it didn't hit. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, see? It made the top 10. Oh, dang. Last I heard, it was like 11th for the longest time. But, good to see. Good job. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe. Yeah, I've played a few of these. I played the original New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. I actually bought and returned New Super Mario Bros. 2, the one on the 3DS, the one with the golden coins. I forgot why. There was a time where like I kind of, when I was working and going to school, I just fell off of video games. I don't know, I was burnt out all the time, and I just couldn't do it. But I couldn't find enjoyment in like my hobbies and shit back in the day. What else? Oh, the one on the Wii U, I never picked up. The New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. And also, they came out on the year of Luigi, which I think was 2013. The New Super Mario Bros. Oh, New Super Luigi Brothers Deluxe. Or no, that's not what it's called. New Super Luigi Brothers U, which I did not pick up either. I do have New Super Mario Brothers Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which I haven't touched yet. I do want to get around to that. So these are Nintendo's top 10. Ooh, what's their Wii U? Speaking of Wii U, a lot of these games, they are good games, but they got ported over. Pretty much the only thing we're missing is Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think it is, and there's one more. There's a lot of games. Oh, Star Fox Zero, and I'd love to get a port of Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. That's one of the few games that I did buy before I flipped, well, not flipped it, but I sold my Wii U. I wasn't a fan of the dual screen controls, like the majority of people. but I still like played a few levels. Like I said, there, and I think it was just a timing. Like for me, like I was in school and I was working, and I just all video games in general. I couldn't get into it. With 3DS, Mario Kart 7. Oh, there's always gonna be a Mario Kart game on this, at least top 3. Like Mario Kart. Let's see this one. Wii Sports. That's kind of cheating because it was a packing game. It was a fucking phenomenal packing game, but and what they should have done with 1-2 Switch, a tech demo. I should have packed it in with the Nintendo Switch. But I digress. Yeah, Mario Kart Wii, right there. Let's see. The one for the DS was Mario Kart DS. Yep, 3rd place, top 3. See? What I loved about the DS one was the focus on the single player aspect as well. Well, not so much a focus, but it was fleshed out where like it had like these mission modes, and it wasn't just like, oh, the missions weren't just like race around and beat this time, or like beat this course in like 2 minutes, or you can't use any of that. They were like there was a fully fleshed out single player missions where one of them you had to knock off it's not a bomb. He looks like a bomb, but he has the horns. I forgot the name of the dude, but yeah, so you gotta like push him off, like you gotta keep like bumping into him, and I think you can get like mushrooms in order to bump him pretty harder. So like that was like a mission that had nothing to do with the racing, and that was implemented into the Mario Kart game. Like they kind of went all out on this game. But then I don't know, like during the 3D, you've heard like people talk about this during the 3DS and Wii U era, like they got pretty comfortable with themselves with the success of the Wii and the DS. Something I don't think people have mentioned, like I've heard like Wii U retrospectives from like a lot of people, like Scott the Woz and others, but the Wii U, I think it was supposed to be like a combination of the DS and the Wii, where you had like a dual screen kind of deal and the motion control stuff. But yeah, it fell flat. So yeah, the state of the Switch, we're heading to a steady decline, but I truly believe this is just calm before the storm. They're putting like their A-team in the Switch 2 development. I'm still holding out for a Mario Odyssey 2, Mario Galaxy 3 launch title type of deal. And yeah, Nintendo. And another thing we've noticed, like during the Wii U era, well, let me go back to the financial data. Where's the thingy about? Oh, okay. Nope, that's not it. I was trying to look for the lifetime sales of the different consoles. My point was like, we have one good console and then it dips to the next. So for example, GameCube was down here, the Wii was up here. The Wii was down here, and the Switch was up here. So I don't believe the Switch is gonna, I don't believe the Switch 2 is gonna hit OG Switch numbers, but it's not gonna be a flop like the Wii U. Like I've made a Ramble video before where like I'm just saying like what David wants is just a beefed up Nintendo Switch, which I think I share the majority opinion. The gimmick might just, I've heard like rumor, speculation, like pulling stuff out of your butt type of deal. It's gonna be AR, which I'm cool with. Sounds, hopefully they bring back Street Pass or implement some sort, and they nuke that dang phone app. I do not like it. Just do what the 360 did. That's it. You can find ways to implement parental controls directly into the system. It's not that hard. Well, I'm not a programmer. I'm an idiot. So it's very, very difficult for me. But as for somebody who's an engineer has been in this in the game for like long time, I'm sure they'll be just fine. So yeah, that's my video. Thanks for watching. I know I didn't really talk about the state of Nintendo Switch. But that just goes to show you that it's pretty dang quiet right now. And also, like, there hasn't been a need for leaks, because I'm guessing it's because like they already announced that there's already they acknowledge that something is coming. So what is there to leak? It's not like big. I remember, like, I kind of keep up with this stuff where, like, I'm one of those people like who loves to eat breadcrumbs, I guess you could say. So like before the acknowledgement tweet back in May, I think it was. Yeah, because it was in May, because they also announced a June Direct a month prior. So yeah, May. Before that, people were like just saying, oh, the Switch 2, the trailer's gonna, the Direct's gonna be announced this fall. And then fall came and went. Oh no, my sources say in winter came and it went. And they can't milk that and keep pushing the goalpost if it's already been acknowledged. The Switch is going to be announced by the end of the fiscal year. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the fiscal year ends March 31st, 2025. And as for quick speculation, I do believe, I'm hoping the Switch 2, my wish is that they announce it in October, a full press release in January, and then release the system in March. Like, they just copy and paste what they did with the OG Switch, but not too sure they're gonna go with that. Nintendo can do whatever Nintendo wants. I'm still gonna be there kissing their toes or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that's my video. No need to panic. Nintendo's not dying or anything. They'll be here for the long run. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.